Hello and welcome to a league game between Plantblock in blue and B136 in red. I'm just gonna check who picked the seed. This one is Plantblock's pick. And so far, Plantblock has had a really good run in the league. I just tried to count his if people have watched the earlier videos, I'm struggling kind of keeping up to date with the table without spoiling anything and so on. And now I switched computer, so I lost the screenshot again, but I do have it in my previous video, but it's a bit old. But it says 5 wins to Plantblock and 2 losses, which is really good considering he played some good players. He played Puck, Animorph, and Infantia, Keaton. So very, very good players. He's off to a very good start. I do, however, I cannot find the 5th win when I'm looking through tournament replays and so on. So I don't know if he by mistake put in an extra win or something like that. We'll have to see. But I can't find it in the tournament replays. So what I can find is he beat Puck once. He beat Animorph once. His big surprise game. He beat Infantia twice. So that's 4 wins. And then he lost 1 against Animorph and he lost 1 against Keaton. So he only lost against the very best player so far. So B136 is up to a very tough challenge here. B136, I'm just gonna call him B from now on, did perform quite well against Animorph, actually. He almost got a point there. But other than that, B actually has 3 wins, 5 losses. He also played some good players, so he played Animorph and Barracuda. He lost all of those games though. Who he beat so far was, let me just make sure I'm not making things up. He beat Tim Baylor twice and Puck once, so that's his 3 wins. But he has been close on with Animorph, and he also, I recall he played fairly well against, no, I think that's it. So really interesting to see if Plantblock can keep his incredible start going on. Wait, what? It's gonna be exciting to see if Plantblock can keep winning and keep his streak. I don't know if it's a streak necessarily, but and now I didn't even get to talk about the game itself. So let's dive into that instead. Plantblock off with a town, 2 factories and 4 barracks. B has just 2 industries, 2 factories, 3 barracks, and a airport. They do know where each other are. And let's see the bigger picture. So Plantblock, I would say, has access to more of the map. But this part is actually gonna be quite important to not just give up this part, because if Plantblock has all of this, or if he can cut off B here, then he certainly has most of the map. So B is kind of playing against time here. He does try to rush past some of Plantblock's infantry. He's going for the gas. Maybe he just wanted to I'm not sure what his plan is with this. Let's look at the eco. 425 for B, 435 for Plantblock. so very close. But Plantblock definitely in the best position here. I will say that having those helis can really make a change though, if they're used correctly. Plantblock is already producing SAMs, but already now he could send the helis up here and support these 4 infantry, which could maybe make them actually win this fight. Unfortunately for B, 2 units are stuck here. B is stuck in, but it consists mainly of infantry, while Plantblock's attacking force is mainly artillery, so that will not end too well for B. And in the meantime, very classic Plantblock, he likes to send out infantry commandos, and if nothing else, they will definitely help him scout. And he's putting down some backcapping barracks, maybe also to defend, because he get nervous for any sort of proxy bases. These are just sitting ducks. That's not something you want. I would probably cancel this order on the infantry, and he does. And keep the artillery. That's exactly what you should do. But this block is so big that it's gonna be hard for the infantry to reach them. The good thing for B is that the artillery can actually reach from this entrenchment that is now gone. So he just deleted a clear advantage for himself there. Let's see where these commandos are heading. Will he pick off industry right away, or will he go all the way behind? It's always a question of when do you want to reveal your plan, so to speak. Just like B has not revealed his helis just yet. It could also be that he's just waiting for this gas, but you can always send your helis out on a mission at least once or twice before you need the refinery. Those initial 25 gas will have your helis working for 1 or 2 trips back and forth. So Plantblock decides to go for this. B doesn't even react, so I don't know if he did not notice. Could be he was over here looking, but it's highly unlikely that he didn't hear or see that. Let's look at the eco again. 516 for B and 495 for Plantblock, so B is actually ahead. But he needs to do something about this. I think it's this is a mistake. He needs those helis to defend this. But this is good. He puts the move command down on a haste move. We learned that from earlier games, that those haste moves can really make a difference. Because usually, don't think it's the... no, it's not the coincidence this time, or... but what I wanted to say is usually your opponent targets the buildings with the commandos, so they will not fire at your units at all. So you don't have to care about that HP drain when you haste move. That's what I was trying to say. And he's using his helis correctly now, or correctly, but at least to this back capping. Oh, wow, okay, I'm really messing up now. He's using them to defend his backland. Plantblock is going in for the last industry. probably also the airport in a minute. And B is out of gas. Just got more though. And now he's not using the haste command. I was just praising him for doing so. But he stopped, and he needs to put down that heli command now. He's taking heavy losses. 2 industries so far, maybe a third. 514, 555. So now Plantblock is ahead on eco. I'll not say necessarily that this did the difference for Plantblock to get ahead, but yeah, I actually can't recall how much income a industry gives, but it's 300 capital out the window that you have to build again if you want that eco. And I think Plantblock is sensing a victory here if he just keeps pushing, so he puts down another factory. B has started to cap over here and is moving towards Plantblock's quite big infantry army. I would maybe go down instead when you only have 2 and wait for some build-up of forces. This is very good for B. He got so many helis together that he could actually take out all of Plantblock's SAMs, and now he's in a really good position to push back. His issue now is the eco. It really did hurt those 2 industries, I think. 544 and 600. And the commandos just keeps coming. But there's really nothing left for them to attack. He could also dig in. Build a barracks here and dig in maybe. To get a decent proxy base going, but it will be tough to defend anything he will put up there. Plantblock is going heavy SAM counter now. I guess it's a heli counter, but heavy SAM production. And now B digs in. And I actually think he should. Like, now is his time. Let's see what he can see. He can go around. Because it's now that Plantblock is producing so many SAMs, which means he will not be producing as many artillery. B is really low on income, while Plantblock is doing reasonably. And he's starting to cap this small territory. B could actually get a trade going. Didn't notice that. So can Plantblock in the long run. B puts down the proxy base. It's gonna be tough to defend when Plantblock has so many units. I do like this. It goes around. If B gets down here and kind of caps this part as well, he can really boost his eco with this trade and a city. Oh, there's actually even a trade here as well. So B has the options. He just needs to get his eco going now, because it's in a dangerous low profit each minute right now. Of course it's different for every situation, but I really try to not get under 100. Like, that's my try to have a rule. No matter how much under pressure I am, if this is falling below 100, I need to do something that will increase my eco. And I will usually move towards it already around 150. Because you can kind of paralyze yourself if your income gets too low. It takes such a long time to get any plans going or boost your eco or anything like that. And B should certainly not be pushing here. Plantblock is on top of that proxy, as we know, and he puts down an airport. I'm not sure what he's gonna use it for. Maybe... yeah, maybe just helis. Maybe he's just nervous about this proxy. Plantblock is going all in with the artillery on these... I don't know what's wrong with me today. He's going all in with infantry on these artillery. I think it's very risky to try to dig in, but actually it doesn't seem like they try to dig in. I don't know why. This will turn out good for Plantblock. And he's really spending a lot of time searching for those commandos. It's good, however, for B that the front line kind of spreads out. It could help him try to use the helis, but it's still tough because it's not that wide, so the SAMs can move quite fast back and forth. Really nice push from Plantblock to just decide to rush down these artillery with the infantry. I don't know what is up with these defensive lines. Units tend to prioritize them, and it doesn't seem so. I don't know if this is a visual bug or something. Maybe the commands are not there for B. Did I hear? Yeah, I did hear a town go down. Go down. It's placed down. I think he should have prioritized this one, because it's gonna be tough to defend this. So let's look at the eco. 600 for B, and Plantblock is probably way ahead now. 825. B is doing the right thing, I think, to dig in, but I don't think it's gonna last. Especially not now with the addition of Air Force from Plantblock. It's starting to look tough for B. This is the only thing he kind of had going, and Plantblock has a lot of SAMs, but B has a lot of helis. He takes out that whole block of SAMs. Wow. This is looking dangerous. B would have to cancel this and immediately rush over here to defend his buildings. Especially since he doesn't have the eco to just put down buildings. It's gonna be a tough loss if this go down, and it does. He is using his helis really well though. But I think it's gonna be tough for him to do anything about it. That eco lead from Plantblock will eventually mean that B is is getting run over. Maybe. That's one of the discussions that has been going on Discord. If you're behind with 200, maybe even less, it's very rare that we see comebacks. So this could be one of those times if B manages to do some magic here. Does get his town, so probably caught up a bit. 670 against 850, so not too much. This could really make a difference though. But of course it will be difficult for B to keep defending and build his eco. And Plantblock is building eco as well now. And now I think B is getting overconfident with the helis. And this time it's not gonna work. There's too many SAMs. The helis are coming in one at a time. And this is gonna completely reset. And he does cancel. Regret it. But only with 2 damaged helis left. So that really reset all of his helis. He has a decent force, but Plantblock has so many producers, so he will be able to defend this, I'm sure. In no time there will be an army that can match this one. Plantblock is going heavy eco now. Probably because he feels he's in a good position. So he can confidently build eco without worrying about losing this front line. B builds some eco as well. He's prioritizing the industry though. Plantblock also building industry. And Plantblock still has all of these territories to cap. It's gonna be tough for B to do anything about this. 690 versus 940. I think I'm gonna speed it up a bit. B is actually doing well on defending against these helis. And entrenchments are fairly good against helis, even with infantry. I would love to see B focus on this trade. It's fairly safe for now. Even though it takes a bit longer to build, when you get it up and running, it can really help your eco. And you could be tempted to put down a factory here, and he does, to build some SAMs. I don't think it's worth it. Like, using so much money on keeping 2 territories I think you just like a business, you have to really consider how you use your resources and how they will give you the money back or win you the game. Of course, you could argue that this does mean that Plantblock has to focus on this. It puts some sort of pressure on the trade route, so it's not completely safe. So it does mean that Plantblock has some expenses and some attention drawn towards this. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's up to individual players. Obviously, when Plantblock does this to kind of counter it, you could start to argue that this is definitely worth it, because there's so much money from Plantblock going into defending this now. And with that, a lot of attention as well. So all these helis will be kept engaged over here instead of being present at the front line. That being said, on the other hand, Plantblock is really building up a huge heli army, which could destroy this sand blob. Let's look at the eco. 850 and 1300, and a trade on the way. So I no longer see any way for B to win this. This blob will just run over B over time. Yeah, this is not going to end well for B. There you go. Another victory for Plantblock. And it really did seem like he had that under control throughout the whole game. So yeah, Plantblock just keeps going at it. He can, I think he can like reach, or not reach because he's already there, because he played quite a few games as well. But I think he's preparing to potentially get a good position in the league. It's gonna be like, he's the one I really enjoy following right now. Very interesting to see if he can keep this performance up. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this game just as much as I did. Thanks for watching. Bye.